Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk About It. If you are new here, my name is Deonica. I'm your host. And if you are not new and you're returning, thank you for returning back to my podcast and thank you for supporting me. If you guys are not following me on Instagram, follow me at LTAI_podcast_ just to get some insight on my life and stay in the loop. And I also post when I put a new episode out. So if you don't have your notifications turned on, it's just another way to get notified. But if you don't have your notifications on, go ahead and turn them on right now. Anyways, y'all, on today's episode, this episode is going to be a follow-up from my last episode, Changing My Life. So I guess this is going to be called An Update. I have an episode called An Update, but whatever this is titled, that's what it's going to be titled. I actually didn't even plan on recording about this, but I was like, why not? It's content, and it's also interesting to give y'all a little update. What has changed in a week or the past couple of days? Actually, it's been a week, I think. It's been a week. What has happened in a week of changing my life? What has happened? What's different, So, one thing that I mentioned was I was trying to create new sources of income for myself, and that would be more enjoyable for me. So, I mentioned that I had an interview to become a personal assistant for someone that I met on Nextdoor. And if you guys are not aware what Nextdoor is an app that connects you with people in your neighborhood, like your neighbors and people who live around you. And you can share different stories, you can sell items, you can do a lot of things on the app and communicate with different people. So like I said, I put a post out on that app. It's like basically like Facebook, but for people in your neighborhood. I put a post out saying, look, anybody looking for a personal assistant, anyone needs any help with anything, go ahead, holla at me. If you guys haven't listened to that episode, I would say go listen to that episode first. I don't remember if I said that or not, but go listen to that episode before you listen to this one. I'm gonna tell y'all how that interview went. So I went to the interview. We were supposed to meet for 11:30. I made it there on time, which is great because I don't like to be late anyways. I made it there on time, and I was like, all right, I was a little bit nervous because this is my first time meeting this lady in person. We talked on the phone and everything like that, but it's our first time meeting in person. And I made it there on time. Like I said, I made it there a little early, and she ended up telling me that she was going to be late. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever, I really don't care. But it's so funny because she was like, I like communication. Make sure, if you're going to be late, let me know you're going to be late. She said she was going to be 10 minutes late. I think she was probably I made 2 friends in the time span of her being late. I think she was probably 25 minutes late or something. I ain't going to even flex. But it's all good. I really didn't care. I was having a good time. I was talking to these people. I met this girl. She's an artist. She sings jazz music, which is cool, right? Y'all, R&B and jazz music. She was really nice. And then I met this guy. He ended up needing to borrow a charger. So I let him borrow my charger. And I was just talking to him in that time span. She ended up coming, and she had her security guy with her. And he was big. She was small. And I was like, okay, cool. Say hello to her, you already know, I'm a pretty chill person. And I feel like everything went well, it was, I don't want to say too much, but the job sound doable. It was not nothing that, you wouldn't do for yourself. It's just normal stuff, run to the store, organizing paperwork. I don't have much paperwork, but I do have mail and stuff I sort through, and I do that for my job anyways, because I do personal assistant for the company I work at right now, partially. And So it's just like, it's normal stuff. Like, it's not nothing I can't do, you know? So I'm like really confident. I'm like, yeah, I got you. You know, I can do that. So, anyways, we're talking some more, and she was telling me, she asked me, she was like, there's a couple of jobs that I would need done. I know your boyfriend is a carpenter. Do you think he can get some of that work done for me? And I'm like, well, my boyfriend is specialized in trim carpentry work, you know, but I mean, he does some other things on the side, you know. She's like, is he licensed and insured and this and that? And I'm like, yes, he is. He has his own company. It's a real company. He's insured. Like, he's good, you know, like it's cool. So then she's like, okay, well, tell him to get his resume together and some references, and he can just give me a phone call and I'll see if he's able to do this stuff. And I'm like, all right, got you. And I'm like, and then I'm like, I'll get that information together for you, because y'all keep in mind, like, I'm his personal assistant also, so more than likely I'm gonna be the ones getting all this stuff together to send out, right? So she is like, well, you tell him if he wants the job, he's gonna have to do the communicating with me. And I was like, I really paused and smiled. I said, I understand that he will be communicating with you. He will be the initial person communicating with you, of course. Like, why would he not be? Like, duh, you know? I'm not going to be the one doing it. I don't do that. Like, I don't do all that. So, I don't know if she thought, like, I don't know what her thought process was there. It was kind of weird. I was like, I don't know what her issue is on that, but I'm telling her, I'm like, yeah, he's going to contact you. And first of all, and then I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, you asked him for help. Like, he didn't offer you help or anything. Like, you asked, would he be able to help you? You know? So she, that was like the end of our conversation there. That was the end of it. And, we left from there. But before we left, this is what she told me. She was like, everything sounds great. You're a very pleasant person. She's like, we're going to have fun. We're going to get all these tasks knocked out. We're going to get everything done. It's going to be a good time. She's like, I'm excited to work with you. And I'm like, cool, me too, right? So boom. It's like, boom, you got the job, right? So, and she was like, let me know when you could start working. And I was like, I do work all this week. I'm going to have to let you know, sometime after this weekend, because I had a busy weekend. I told her I couldn't do nothing this weekend. I had to volunteer at church. I also had to go to church. I also have a child. Had to get her ready for school and all that other stuff. So yeah, that's that. So yesterday, which was Sunday. Ooh, y'all hear that? They working on my neighbor house. I don't know if y'all can hear them cutting that stuff, but yesterday I'm at my boyfriend's house, and we about to take a little nap in the middle of the day, and I see a text message from her, and I'm gonna read the text message so that y'all could y'all let me know. So she said, Deonica, this is not a good fit. I think you probably could tell it was not a package deal. I need real help and ASAP, not in a week. Also, you have a lovely personality, but with all that talk about your boyfriend, that was a deal breaker for both, my person, her bodyguard, and me. She said, I'm sure you'll find something that's more suitable. I'm on the clock ticking very loudly. Best wishes, Kay. Okay. Like, okay. Like, oh, and I looked at the message before I laid down, and I just locked my phone because I was like, what? I was super confused. I was like, all right, so I know that's not gonna happen. So I was just like, I'm gonna leave that alone and just take my little nap and enjoy my little day. And I woke up from my nap, y'all, and I was like, I'm just really confused. I'm like, I wonder what went wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened? What do you mean all this talk about my boyfriend? Like, what do you mean? So I just ended up texting her 2 hours later, and I was like, thank you for your time. I hope you find the help you need. And she said, all good. And just left it at that, because I really wanted to tell her something else. I really wanted to ask her, like, what do you mean all that talk about him? I think maybe she was seeking an argument. And I'm the type of person that, like, she ain't really worth my time to sit there and try to figure out what went wrong, because it's just like, if it's not going to happen, it wasn't meant to be, you know? And I also feel like maybe, I don't know what her issue was. I wanted to know, because I'm just like a nosy person, and if I want to know something, I want to know something. I'm about to have a sip of my PJ's coffee. Shout out to PJ's Coffee. That was 2 sips, but I was like, I don't know what happened, but I don't think everything happens for a reason. Like, nothing happens by coincidence. Like, it's not a coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. So I feel like I'm gonna take the word maybe out. I feel like this didn't work out, because if I would have ended up doing that, I probably wouldn't receive the bigger blessing that I'm about to see. To be real, if I'm gonna be real and honest about everything, I feel like if I would end up working with that lady, we probably would have got into it, because she's a really straight up person, and I'm a really straight up person, and I express the way I feel, like, and I don't like being told what to do, and that's okay, you know. But when you at work, and that's okay. But like, I just don't believe in being talked to like a child. It's certain ways you tell people to do stuff. I don't like for nobody to talk to me like they're my mama. That's what it is. That's really what it is. Or my daddy. Like, don't talk to me like I'm one of your children. I'm a grown woman, and that's what I cannot stand, for a grown person to try to talk to me like I'm a child, just because I'm in my 20s, just because I look young, like, just because I may be doing a job for you, but you are seeking help from me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you asked me for help. You came to me for help. I offer my help to you. And it's so crazy, because at church yesterday, you know what pastor said? It's 4 types of people in this world. It's person one don't want no help. Person 1, and then it's person 2. I think he said person 2 want help but don't want to get help, or something like that. Needs help but don't want to get help. And then it's someone who's like, who needs help but don't want help from you. And then it's something like that. And it's like, I think that lady need help, but she don't want no help from me, is what it is. She just don't want no help from me. Because how you gonna sit there and say I'm such a pleasant person, and then say it's a deal breaker because I talked about my boyfriend and not give me the job? But it's okay, because I'm just, like I said, just making room for something else, and a bigger blessing is going to come. And that's how I really believe. And that's why I feel like I couldn't sit there and ask that lady, like, what's up, what happened? Because it's really not that big of a deal, you know? And that's all I really have to say. Today is Monday. I'm about to have me a motivational Monday. I'm excited to have a great day. I love Mondays. It's a chill Monday. It's kind of groggy outside, but it's a beautiful Monday. I'm gonna probably go get me some roller skating and also, I have no idea. I'm glad I recorded this episode. I really enjoy sharing things like this with you guys. I might have some more personal stories coming soon, and y'all see. Y'all will see. Y'all will see. I really hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Thank y'all for y'all's time. Let me know what y'all want to hear next. And I love you guys, and I hope y'all have a blessed day. Be blessed, and don't forget to smile. Go do something fun. Go do something great. Go be great. Have a great day. Bye now.